Aisha, there's a parliament in session, and I'm sure the government will have to first inform the parliament about the contours of the deal before, the deal
it's
can
made
be
official
made official, and especially with respect to how India is handling on agriculture, or is it just a tariff at this point in time, and the discussion on the bilateral trade, which we were talking about, is still pending and will take some more months.
Okay, Kunal, yesterday, day before, all history. After what the gift
The
Nifty was at,
show what's going to happen today in the market.
Handle the fireworks today.
Yeah, I think that's the point over here.
Right.
That, whether we are going to handle this kind of a 1100 plus point kind of a gap up move for the index. So one word to say that it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I rehearsed it twice.
How many times? I was just going to ask. How many times did you rehearse it?
This is a fantastic move for the index. I mean, this is fantastic news for the markets. And coming after just 2 days prior to that kind of a negative impact from the markets Sunday. In terms of the news flow, I think that's why the market sentiments are a little bit more buoyant. Of course, traders are not very, very happy because I think the last 2 days there have been positions which have been, cut mark to market, which have been filtered. But I think that's part and parcel of the trading. This could probably improve the sentiment of the markets going forward significantly. That 1.5 year of being, say, out of the global race. So I think we could now start to get back into that global race back again. There could be a point where, say, down the line, we may try and just about come at par, or maybe there could be a zone where we may outperform the global markets from here on. What matters over here, in terms of data points, is the major short covering which could happen from the FIIs. That, I think, could be the crucial zone which we need to watch out for. It's going to play out over the next couple of days. I'm not saying that it will happen entirely today, but we need to see that pattern, because that major short covering could probably just propel the index to another level altogether. So that's the major data point which I think one should be watching out for.
Okay, very quick break. We'll come right back and we'll tell Kunal to say that long phrase again after the very quick break.
Welcome back. Of course, it's going to be a very, very strong day. That is evident. 1,000-point open is what we are expecting, at least for the moment. Haven't seen that in the last 3 years. Likely not since COVID. So that's something we have to look forward to. But Kunal, let me come straight back to you with regard to what this means from a positioning perspective. You were just talking about FII positioning and how that could maybe change as a result of this. What's the take?
So, let's go back 18 months, 15, 16 months, September 2024, when the markets topped out. And there was a 3-day major correction, 25th, 26th and 26th September, if I'm not wrong, when the markets topped out. Prior to that, the FI positioning was major long. So we were, I think, around 60-65% on the longs and 35% on the shorts on the index futures. That changed instantly in the next, I think, 1 or 2 days. The positioning converted into a major short from the FIIs. We are, until yesterday, I think we were around 12% longs and 88% shorts, if I'm not wrong. So if the positioning of the FIIs change, that impacts the market not for the immediate term, like for the next 1 week or 10 days. It impacts the market for the next upcoming 2 quarters at least. Same which happened, I think, in September 2024. So I think that's why it is very, very important and crucial to watch this kind of a data point. Of course, we'll come to know only by the end of the closing session today. But I think if that number changes to even a neutral number, say not just positive, I think that itself is a very big positive for the markets.
Okay, very quickly, stock ideas. I'm sure though people must be beating themselves for not buying on Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I mean, difficult to give a target as such, because, you really don't know how much will the stock open with a gap up. But BSE is something which looks attractive at current zone. Would look out for 2850 broadly as a target. Stop loss at 2650. And the second would be a buy on Supreme Industries. That's a chart which is looking extremely strong. 3,900 as a target. Stop loss could be kept at 3,500.
Okay, the beaten down name, Supreme Industries as well as BSE. But let's also